Hello, welcome back to Goldborn. Last time, we had a bit of a bone problem. Well, bone problem, we sent some guys off to go die or kill a bunch more humans, because, you know, causing trauma to your dwarves doesn't matter if it's off camera, right? This time, probably going to continue spike output. It's probably the plan of action. Still baking cheese. Do that. No more livestock either. So that's also a good thing. No more stupid livestock all over the place. I realize I'm also on this screen all the fucking time. I noticed that looking at all my what do you call it? It's the thing you get when you upload a video, and not a preview, but it's the little square thing that people see. Title card? I don't know. I don't know what you call it, and I can't remember off the top of my head. Words are hard, as I like to say. But I noticed I keep looking at this screen, which means I spend way too much time on this screen specifically, I think. Oh, he's dehydrated. Yeah, there's the administrator who's wasting away because he's depressed and refuses to eat. And I guess we're just refusing to feed him. He's refusing to eat, which means the dwarves will just refuse to feed him in any respect. Alright, finally out of raw green glass. Finally. Taking a while. So, do have some options. Do have a few options of what we can do next. Is that handling dangerous creature? That's a kangaroo. You mean you're handling... Wait, kangaroos have milk? I didn't know kangaroos had milk, or you can make kangaroo cheese. Why were you handling an animal? You were supposed to be forging stuff. The hell? Makes even less sense than normal. But did give me an idea, so... Alright, so... Thought about it, and I was like, you know, we have all this gypsum. Normally gypsum sucks, but we can turn it into gemstones. Even though, you know, no real reason to do this. No real reason to turn into gemstones. Although we can. It's not really worth anything to do this, but some level. I guess you should use the resources you have. Not the old saying, use what you got, not what you want. Something like that. Oh god, there's way more gypsum than I thought there was. It's way more gypsum than I thought. Not too worried about it. Not too worried. Yeah, just dig all that out. Yeah, just dig all that. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with... I'm sure that's not going to go wrong. I didn't realize there were so many gems that I just didn't dig out. I thought I dug all these out. Apparently I did not. Apparently, I just didn't do this. There's all this bauxite, I think this is. Pretty sure this is bauxite? It is. Oh well. More gems just means more stuff to encrust, right? So... I thought I was 90% sure I dug all this out. Apparently I'm just stupid and just didn't realize that, no, I hadn't done that. Or maybe I'm just crazy and I dreamed that I did it, and I just never actually did. Oh good, more gypsum. Alright, well I guess we're gonna use it all. I guess there's something to do in the meantime. Give our gem cutters something to do, right? I don't really know what this is, but it's in small quantities, so it's probably good. Probably good. Yeah. don't even know what these are, but we'll dig it out. Know what those are. I know those, that sprite anywhere. More Morians. But it'll give our miners something to do. I considered making weapon traps out of picks. We might still do that if I end up in need of more things to do. We might end up doing that. May end up doing it all the same. Alright, I think we have enough mechanisms for now. Alright, King, let's see. Is it going to be buckets or mail shirts? Buckets. Yeah. King always wants buckets. Also, I was thinking about it, and we have a lot of extra wood, and we haven't really trained any wood crafters. There's no real reason to have wood crafters, I should point out. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, you know, we could do that. It's something we could do. I'm surprised we don't have more yarn. Oh well. But turn the yarn to cloth, so that's fine. They're gonna haul all those. Gonna melt those down. Yeah, that's good. Continue melting all the metal objects. I've always wondered why it doesn't really matter if the mechanisms are metal or metal or stone. Like, it just doesn't matter. I've always kind of wondered about that. Because you would think it would matter, right? You think it would matter that the mechanisms were made out of the right material. Because you would never, like, in real life, you would never, like, switch materials like that. Because it would be dangerous. Obviously, you wouldn't want to... Obviously, you wouldn't want to use a material that was intentionally dangerous or anything, right? I'm still tempted to make a ring of weapon traps out of picks. It'd be kind of funny, actually. It'd be actually kind of amusing to do, now that I think on it. I might do that. That might be something I do. It's a bad idea, but, you know. I'm sort of made of bad ideas. They're still training. At some point, these guys actually might become, like, half-decent at their jobs. At some point. No, well, let's say High Master Woodcutter. Yeah. That's your only skill. Your only skill is woodcutting. That's a pretty big damn, you know, that's kind of damning your skills. All you can do is cut wood. That's not exactly a sparkling recommendation. Ah, yes, more steel spikes. More steel spikes. Never-ending forge. It's like the never-ending story, only, you know, dwarvenly. Alright, so let's cut more, let's cut jobs. Huh. I could have sworn there were Morians in there. Guess I was wrong. Alright, whatever. Gypsum, got the borax, saltpeter, selenite, salt spar. Don't think those are things we can actually, android. Don't think those are things that actually can be smelted. So, smelt the native gold ore. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, so... yeah, just kind of need to let them work. Just kind of need to let them, do their thing. much as I don't like doing that. Okay. Still good on food and drink. Huh. Yeah, we're not nearly secure enough. Yeah, 930 spikes is not nearly enough. We're not nearly secure enough. Not nearly secure. Still much more security, you know. Taking home security is important, okay? Home security is a serious issue, and you gotta make sure you're protected. You have to make sure that, you know, you gotta make sure that you're prepared. You never know when a rampaging horde of goblins is gonna show up and murder you. You never know when the elves are gonna betray you, or when you're gonna betray them. So, always prepare for the inevitable. And alternatively, what I could do is I could just like remove the 3 layers of cage traps, and like remove one of the layers and just have the innermost layer, like remove all these cage traps and put weapon traps there instead. Although, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think that's what I'm gonna do. I feel like I don't want to remove them. As much as in my heart, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Changing my mind seems like a good idea. That sounds like a lot of work. And I'm lazy, so... I'm lazy within reason, I suppose. Yeah. This should be... Wait. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so that's gonna be fine. Alright, okay, so. I need ideas of... other than just forging things. I thought increasing the amount of forges would make things go faster, and it kinda did, but... I don't know. I definitely didn't... has been at the, I really don't need... let's not fuck around too much. Should probably actually have more than... Yeah, definitely have you, wait. Yeah, I don't want you doing that. Don't cut the rock crystal. Even though I'm probably never going to make crystal glass, because it's a pain in the ass. Probably never going to do that, but... just in case. Just in case. Now... I just had an idea, but it's probably not a good idea. It's probably not a good idea. Had an idea to make another gem crafting workshop, but I don't know. I like to have control over my stockpiles. I like to have control over how much exactly I'm producing. I don't like being uncertain of the exact numbers of things. I feel like that's... where did this come from? I don't know. The worst part of recording, for some reason when I record, my nose always gets stopped up, and I don't understand why. It's always the weirdest thing. I'm like, I feel good before I record, and then recording makes me Yeah, we have so much steel. We have so much steel. We're totally fine. I should just make more. Why am I only starting at 100? I should just send make 200 spikes. Although actually, I don't know how many more we need. No, that's probably gonna take like 200. It's probably gonna take more than 200. So I'm probably in the clear there. There's all those goblins I haven't done anything about. What is here? Nickel bars. What is this then? Vomit? Okay. Second I thought we had more yolks, and I was like, oh god, why do we have more yolks? Don't need those. What was that? Out of melted items. We're not going to be out of melted items in a few seconds, so... Is there a reason these are blue? I don't think so. We don't really need to... We have so much meat. So much meat. So much meat. Let's tell our dwarves to go gather plants, because, you know... Oh good, the spinner has slipped into... Wait, weren't you already depressed? Meditate on mercy. Weren't you already depressed? Well, this guy was already depressed. The guy was already sinking into a depression and not eating or drinking. Yeah, well, whatever. No skin off my back, right? Why are they not smelting things? They are, just really slowly. There's one other thing I was going to do. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember. I had to check to make sure everyone's entombed. As fun as it is to have ghosts, it's not always the best solution. Alright, so... I'll have them get to work. Have them get to work. I've almost been tempted to set up a pressure plate system, but honestly, I feel like weapon traps are just better. The pressure plate system, on the other hand, is super useful against things like demons and forgotten beasts and stuff, and that's part of the plan. Once I secure the overworld from all kinds of threatening beasts, I can shift my focus to trying to retake the caverns, or at least sealing them off from anything. One of the two. At some point, I would like to breach hell, although I don't know how well that's going to go. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take a very long time. It's going to take a very, very long time. Probably. But there is ideas. There are ideas there. Problem is that it kills your FPS, so if we ever conquer the world, and this fort doesn't, like, descend into madness and ruin from some stupid decision I make, then, you know, options. Options. Huh. Okay. So... Okay, so... Is that an idea? It's a bad idea. It is an idea. The reason I'm doing this is I don't want to create a bunch of hauling jobs. That's going to create a bunch of hauling jobs anyway. And it's raining, so all my dwarves are going to be super sad. The administrator has been found dehydrated. Oh well. Oh well. Sunk into depression. Apparently everyone goes into my tavern to sink into depression and be overwhelmed by horror. And one of our dwarves dropped dead. Oh well. Grave a slab for him, I suppose. Here lies this guy. Here lies this guy. He was kind of dumb because he wouldn't drink water. Also, apparently, seeing a kobold die was all it took to break his spirit, so, you know. Not exactly a hardy dwarf. Despite being a legendary fighter, you know. Mayor wants hammers. Alright. You did only want one, right? Yeah. Okay. You guys can keep doing that. God, there's so many spikes. The amount of spikes we've had to forge to do this is kind of insane and kind of stupid. Like, we're basically building, like, building enough traps to the point where, we're turning into the city of Byzantium with three levels of walls. Why do you have so many walls? Don't ask. Don't ask why we need so many walls. Certain walls are things you need, like, in advantage. Sort of as the things you need in the... You sort of need the walls before you have trouble. You can't really build walls quickly, so you sort of need to plan ahead and think, will we have trouble in the future to build walls? Because walls are not really a solution to a disaster that's currently occurring. So it just takes too long. Anyway. Okay, so... Huh. Let's cut those down. Probably not the best idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Probably not the best idea, cut those down. Oh well. Make more jobs to the dwarves, right? Keeps them from getting fat and lazy. We have so many spikes. Oh my god. We have so many spikes. What is that? Oh, it's the copper warhammer. Like, where'd that come from? Alright. There's still... Oh. Apparently there's nothing else to cut, except for that stuff, so... Probably okay on that level. Yeah, I'll just encrust things with gypsum. I'm sure that's not a terrible decision. What are you even doing? No job. Good to know. Good talk. Alright, so... I think we're... pretty much where I want to be, all things considered. Still a little slow on the whole, still a little slow on the whole taking over the world thing, but, you know, slow progress, right? So, I still would have wished that we had built... I kind of wish we would have been finished with the traps by now. This is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. Apparently we also finished building 200 spikes. That's not nearly enough. Some more spears. So many spears. Alright, so... what will our bar stockpile look like? We still have 1,100 steel. Or almost 1,200. We've basically lost nothing. Oh god, melting down the terrible ones is basically producing nearly infinite steel. This It's kind of silly at this point. I feel like we're gonna need 200 more at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So at least need 80 more spikes. At least. Alright, so yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good for now. What's this? Lettuces. Okay. Really just lettuces just lying around. So yeah, I think we'll be good. And hopefully next time we'll be finished the first ring. And we can move on to the next one. I haven't really decided what the second one's going to be made out of yet, but I'll figure it out. I think I'll figure it out at some point. Are they still making cheese, by the way? Yes, still making cheese. Which I don't really mind, but... Or supposedly they're still making cheese. I don't know if they are. Here, we'll do that. So yeah, that'll be next time, I think. So, yeah. See y'all later, everybody.